This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class, and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
You want to raise it up?
I'll just leave it. I was just futzing. It's really not an issue.
It might be an issue for Sim. Sim,
Is it?
are you going to get anxious?
Stressed out.
Do you feel like putting on headphones or no?
Yes, I do.
The weird thing about the headphone is it gives you this false sense of...
Can I take these away from you?
Fuck you. Already? Wait, Sim, no. That's my safety net. Dear listeners, right now, Sim is trying to take my phone away from me. Give it back now.
I'm going to put them on airplane mode.
I put them already on silent. Come on, give it back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. No, silent doesn't mean anything. You have to put it on airplane, otherwise the disturbance is going to happen.
The vibration.
I'm either taking it away or you're going to put it on airplane mode.
Fine. He's so mean. Okay, so I wanted to ask you about the idea of the liberation of playing different characters.
Before you do that, will you introduce her, please?
That is the kind of fucking producer dick that I work with.
He's so conventional. Such a linear thinker.
Let's all go around. Hi, everyone. I'm Anna Faris, and you're listening to Anna Faris is Unqualified. This is my fucking dick producer. His name's Sim Sarna. Say hi, Sim.
Hi, everyone.
This is my dear friend Tatiana.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh, I like it. You came in with a sultry voice.
Yeah, that radio voice.
I like that.
Post Comic-Con.
I know. Grind.
Voice. Yeah. Woof.
But it sounds really sexy.
Thank you. I'm actually putting it on now. I can talk normally. It's fine.
So my friend Tatiana is the star, the brilliant star of Orphan Black. And she's also worked with my husband on Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to compete with your sexy voice. How am I doing?
You're doing really well.
Okay, I'm going to go a little dark.
Let's go even lower. It's losing sex appeal now.
Hey, see, I'm a horrible person. Okay, so but I do want to ask you though, how do you feel about the idea of the liberation of getting to play different characters? Because I've now been on a show and I love it, and I love playing my character. We're about to enter our 4th season. But it's been interesting to play a character for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And you are so brilliant. You played this character for a while, and you've also get to do all these variations.
Mm.
Am I like the most boring person you've ever met?
No, I find that stuff, I love character. That's always been the thing that I've been most interested in acting. And I never got to do it kind of before this show. And I think that's a big part of why I wanted to do the show, is that I wouldn't be, the lawyer for 5 seasons. I would lose my mind doing that. I couldn't do it.
I get a lot of pleasure out of playing horrible people.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Why is that? Why? I think I'm quite normal and very like clean.
I feel like we're having very sexy eye contact right now, and I really like it.
Canting our
I
heads.
hope that you like it too.
I really like it.
I think it's because we don't get that outlet very much. We're sort of societally pressurized into being a certain kind of person as a woman, as a whatever. I don't want to make Sim kind of probably rightfully so. I don't want to make this like a whole gender conversation.
But it's true, I think. And also, we're both tiny. Were you small in high school? I was like 4'0" for all of high
How
school.
did you know that?
That you were?
I was the shortest. That was my identity.
Yeah,
I was
same.
the short girl.
There was a girl who came in grade 4 who was almost who was just a bit shorter than me, and it threw my whole life. She was also a faster runner.
Oh no!
I have a post-Comic-Con nasal blockage. She was the faster runner as well. Tiniest, faster runner.
By the way, Anna has a fast runner in her life, or her former life, when she was young too.
Oh, Ryan, the fastest runner.
Oh God.
Oh man, nobody could run faster than Ryan.
Did you have a thing for Ryan?
Oh, did I ever?
Did you chase Ryan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to, but he was so fast.
He was so fast.
Got right out of my hands. My slippery little short claws. Okay, so you were just at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to Comic-Con, do you get a ton, like what is that like? I've been there a couple times, but not on the level that you are at. So what is it like? Do you get like crazy fan chasing stuff? I don't know why Sim just got out.
He's done with this. He's sick of it.
Oh, you know what? He didn't eat here. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. You can tell secrets over the mic.
Yeah.
Wait, were you talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay.
But do you get like sort of accosted? How does that work?
We kind of get, shepherded through the back alleyways, the sort of like loading docks, and then heralded on stage, and then paraded on stage, and then we're off. So when the only fan interaction we have is kind of when we get to sit in front of them at a panel. And that's awesome, because my favorite part is when they ask questions. We get to actually interact with people.
Smart, like
so smart.
Comic-Con fans are really fucking smart.
Yeah, and our fans are also just very vulnerable. They have this amazing openness where they, we've had girls come up and say that they came out because of our show, and they've been, able to talk to their parents because the show's opened a dialogue about identity for them and all of that. And, there's a real kind of beautiful community in our fan base. So that's always really cool to experience that at Comic-Con, and not just kind of the other stuff,
Yeah, I don't think I actually got asked any interesting questions, but I remember observing people getting asked interesting questions. Like Chris.
What did he get asked?
I feel like he got asked really, because people know, a lot of the history so people would ask him a lot about, the history of Star-Lord and, sort of all the research that, they...
That's daunting. I can't imagine stepping into a franchise or something that everybody knows. because they'll know it better than you will.
Were you ever asked anything that, and I'm sure this is probably the question that you've been asked a lot, like anything that jarred you at this recent Comic-Con?
I don't know, but sometimes people ask sciencey questions because our show is so much about the science of cloning. A lot of people ask what my moral stance is on cloning, and I'm kind of like, I have to evade nicely because it just seems completely out of my realm to have an opinion about cloning. A dog was cloned recently, apparently, so that's a thing.
But I just don't understand how, like, oh God, what is wrong with this world? Oh. But actually, now we have to ask. I have to ask, if you don't mind. What is your stance on cloning?
All for it. All for it. It was my dog that was cloned.
I would be mad if I saw another version of myself running around.
Mm-hmm.
I would be mad.
There's a theory that you wouldn't actually recognize yourself because we only ever see the mirror, or the reflection, the mirror image of ourselves, so we don't actually know what we look like.
Fuck.
Even in this age of Instagram and selfies, we have no idea.
I don't think I know what I look like.
No?
I took this narcissism test on the internet.
Who hasn't? I took that too.
And one of the questions was like, do you like to look at yourself in the mirror? And I said no. But I was so dishonest because I look at myself all the time in the mirror, and then I do that weird mirror face, and I feel like I didn't want to confront, I guess, the most atrocious person that I am, I guess, or like, you know what I mean, like, or the idea of vanity. We were talking a little bit earlier about vanity, especially in vanity in comedy and vanity in general as an actor, and how you sort of negotiate. Oh, this is a good question. Do you like actor or actress?
I kind of say actor, but I don't know why. I'm not sure why I take that stance. I just say, I say actor. It's almost like a challenge to people because I often get questioned then, oh, you prefer actor to actress when I say it.
But do you think that, because I say actor too, but do you think that it's also sort of succumbing to the idea that, I mean, that we're living in sort of a male-dominated society if we give up the term actress?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think I struggle with that concept often in terms of an internalized misogyny. You know, I always deemed things that were feminine when I was growing up to be lesser and weaker and kind of things I didn't want to be associated with, and I still struggle with that. And I was talking to a friend of mine who was saying that she embraces her femininity almost in a political way, almost to go, this is empowerment, to wear dresses, to wear makeup, to that my presentation is feminine, as opposed to kind of this idea that if we dress more like men, we have, I don't know, there's something interesting in that.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with cleavage? Does that mean that would, you know, I don't know. I mean,
what is wrong with cleavage?
Nothing.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at oseamalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to oseamalibu.com. Use code ANNA. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified.
I love side boob.
Yeah?
You do?
I do.
You're a side boob man?
I'm a big fan of side boob.
Yeah.
I can't
But-
stop staring.
But wait, Sim, actually, I don't know if I've ever grilled you on this. Are
No, you
you butt or tits? Or do you both, or like hair?
I mean,
You just want pussy, don't you?
I'm a.
You're
I
just a
guess.
vagina man.
Yes.
He
No,
is the
but really
vagina.
though, is that is a thing, right?
No, that is the thing. Well, you asked Chris Evans on the show. if
Yeah.
he's and he said he was a butt
ass,
man.
yeah.
And that made news. I don't know how that made news, but
No.
it did. It was picked up by like 30 publications.
Tatiana,
Huge.
are you? Have you decided if you're sort of a balls or a dick woman?
Definitely not balls.
I'm just
like
going-
for sure not balls.
Oh my God, balls are awesome.
I don't agree. I think I'm more of a butt girl, actually. I like bums.
You do?
Yeah. I like checking out bums.
You do?
All kinds. Yeah, for sure.
Women and men.
All over the
I
board.
love it. I am not a ball woman, but I do have, and I've talked a little bit about this on the podcast, that I do think they smell oftentimes. The few balls I've smelled,
Right.
smell kind of like old Cheerios a little bit.
Yeah, you did say it.
Oh.
Old Cheerios. Interesting.
Yeah, there's like a weirdly like, I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
So
Tatiana.
Cheerios have like a disclaimer on the side that says there's a preservative of some kind in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's some like MHPRQ or something.
Like Twinkies.
I guess, yeah, to
Like,
preserve them
yeah.
forever. I
Whoa.
wonder if that's the smell. The smell is the preservative.
Man, I've been smelling the wrong
Guys
balls.
have been just powdering their balls with preservatives since you've been dating them.
I need some natural balls. Okay, so would you mind doing a little improv?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Sure.
I know.
You have, but you have a background in improv, right? You did a
Yeah.
bunch. I read something online where you had how many years of experience doing improv?
Well, I did it in like, we did it in elementary school.
Oh.
In French.
French improv.
Yeah.
in elementary school.
Yeah. Which is like all about, there's a lot of rules. It's really rigid. You can't actually step out of this square that they assign as the
Damn.
sur la glace. And when you're sur la glace, you can't leave the space. It's like the most rigid improv. There's punishments if you
Oh my God.
fail.
What kind of punishments?
If
Do you have to smell somebody's
you
Cheerio
have to
balls?
smell their Cheerio ass balls. So you'll get like traitement, which is like I don't know. So there's opera, there's robot, there's silent, and there's something else, or like free. So if you do an opera scene but you don't sing a line, the teachers who are adjudicating can be like punishment for St. Andrew because they didn't sing that one line
Wow.
or whatever, or they stepped out of the perimeter.
Oh my gosh.
It's the most terrifyingly rigid. Yeah.
I really want to do this, and it also seems like I would fucking fall flat on my face.
Do you speak French?
No.
No.
Fuck no.
You would really fall on your face. You get
barely
so many
speak
punishments.
I really barely speak English.
Really?
Sim knows that I don't know many 3-syllable words.
She always says that, but I'm going to say this to you right now. You are one of the smartest people I know.
You know what that
By the way,
means?
no, but here's the thing. But do you guys agree that I've always felt like the funniest people are the smartest people?
Yeah, but Sim, here's the problem: is that continues to be sort of a minor revelatory thing that people keep saying.
It's true.
What's
But
that?
no, well, of course it's true because funny people know.
Yes.
They already are in the know.
Absolutely.
That the mockery of society lies in intelligence. So you already so you're not fucking saying anything revolutionary, dude. It's like, go fuck, smell some old Cheerios, you dick.
I give her a compliment and she tells me to go fuck off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it works
Makes
in this
sense.
podcast.
It wasn't even a compliment though. You said I am one of the smartest people.
What
know.
do you expect me to say? That you're the smartest person I know?
Yes.
It's all or nothing.
I got it. I understand.
Actually, Sim once, remember?
No,
A couple
no,
of-
you're not going to
yes,
bring this
yes,
up.
Yes, I
no,
am.
you're not.
Oh, you're gonna cut it out. Why? This is an editing challenge. You are not gonna cut this out.
We have an amazing guest here. You really want to talk about
I'm
this?
loving this. I'm loving this.
Oh,
Sim
Tatiana, I was on your side.
Sim told me a couple years ago that I was the second smartest woman he knew.
Oh, whoa.
And he
Wait,
meant
why
it.
is that?
That's worse than just not saying anything at all.
No, look here, the way she prompted me was like, Sim, you know that I'm the smartest person that you know. You know that. And
It's true.
I wasn't
You're right.
going
I
to.
was being a good dick.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? If you really want me to be honest with you, Anna, well, fine. I'm going to be honest with you. You're the second smartest. And I thought that was a
No,
huge
you
compliment.
said second smartest woman.
Woman, yes, which is a huge compliment. If I'm going to,
Where does she
would
sit?
you rather be the second smartest woman or like number 11 overall?
Okay, first of all,
By the way, I know a lot of people,
fuck outta
but I
here.
know a lot of people.
I have a follow-up question. With the men that you think are smarter or smart, where does Anna fit into that rating system?
couldn't love you more.
If she were part of that system.
No, I told 11 overall.
11?
Yeah. By the way, I know a lot of people. Okay, I'm putting myself below 11. By the way, so I'm putting her ahead of me.
So then how can you know if she's smart or not? If you're not even
this is-
smarter than she is.
This, well,
She's mind warping you.
By the way, now
You're getting cloned.
all of a sudden, Tatiana
You've
is
just been cloned.
Tatiana has now just jumped to number 9 overall.
Oh, sick.
So now you're 11 and Tatiana is 9.
Fuck, what if she climbs above me?
She did. She just. All right. Enough about me and how I feel about you guys and your intelligence. Which is a lot, by the way. I do respect you both a lot. and
I
your
respect
intelligence.
you too.
Yes.
Very, very much. Okay, so Tatiana, would you mind being doing an improv game with us?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to play Karen Sarducci.
Awesome.
I'm the CEO of Imaginarium Studios.
Perfect.
And I'm bringing you in for a general meeting.
Oh, God, I have horrible flashbacks.
It's going to be awesome.
Already.
Don't worry. You're already the star of your show.
All right, thank you.
I'm bringing you in.
Wait,
Actually,
I thought I was going to bring her in.
oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. This is my fucking dick assistant, Donovan.
Hi, I'm Donovan.
Hi.
Tatiana, it's so nice to meet you. Congratulations on your Emmy nomination.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
I
so
think
much.
you're going to win. This is amazing.
Donovan,
Yes.
time's wasting.
Okay. Would you like anything to drink? Would you like some water?
Water
Are you
would
good?
be amazing.
All right,
That
here
would be
you
great.
go.
Thank
and
you.
Karen is ready to see you right now.
Okay.
Karen, this is Tatiana Maslany.
Hi.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
Oh, it's so great to meet you too.
It's so nice to meet like a woman in power. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, I really respect you.
I am a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
And my
Thank you.
kids, Milo and Ventimiglia, just love you so much.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to throw a couple of ideas, movie ideas past you and see if anything stuck, you know?
Okay.
Okay, so we want to build a movie franchise around your show.
Oh, my God.
I am sort of like an orphan myself. My dad was not very loving.
Right.
My mom, I don't know, she was very cold.
Right.
They didn't really communicate. So I feel like I can really relate.
That's amazing. That means a lot to me. And, you know, come here.
I'm not so much the hugging type, but you sure are just the sweetest. Okay, so now I want to pitch a couple of ideas.
Okay.
Orphan Blackish.
Okay. Is that like a crossover show or is
Well, I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts before I put my input in.
Well, I guess is it clones of the characters on Blackish? Is that kind of where you're thinking? Because I'm not on the show Blackish.
Well, I know, you know what? I know that show was kind of a hit.
Right.
So I'm hoping we could sort of blend
Okay.
elements of the show.
Are you think recasting me? Is that kind of where you're headed?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. No,
I'm just
no.
That's kind of where my head went. Because just wondering.
Donovan,
I think it's an amazing title. We should go with that.
I don't want to be rude in front of you, but I am going to fire his fucking ass. Do you know his balls smell like cherry?
I could smell them on the way in. It was overwhelming.
Ugh. I'm telling you what. Do not get an intern.
You pay me. Not an intern. Went to college 15 years
Donovan,
ago.
shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Okay, the other one was Orphan Black.
See, what I wonder if we just maybe stick with Orphan Black as like the thing and don't even mash it up with anything. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like that it's good on its own. I wonder. I'm just wondering. I'm just spitballing. With
Well,
you.
she has one more.
Oh, okay.
Orphan is the new black.
I am really excited about this idea specifically.
Okay.
I love it.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
When people say your name, do they have an annoying tendency to sort of put a twist on it?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Like, what do you mean?
I've had lots of things thrown at me. Tatiana, Titania. Someone at New York Fries once called me Titanic. I'm not joking.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Because my urge is to say it with like a growl.
Oh,
But that must be so annoying.
I've never heard that.
Can
Please
you try
do it.
Can you
Yeah.
try it, please.
Tatiana. Like,
If you're introducing Tatiana Maslany, not like as a stripper, but like, to perform.
I love this. Your foot is so in your stomach
when
right
I
now.
hear it to the stage, I immediately go to strip clubs. But what I meant is like, like Savannah to the stage. You hear that. Have you ever been to a strip club?
I got you.
That's not what I
Okay.
meant. That's not what I meant. I meant like,
I got
like,
you. No,
like
no,
you're,
no.
like you're inviting her to Comic-Con. You're
Totally. No. But if Tatiana's game, then
Yeah.
Oh, as a stripper?
I want
As a
to
stripper?
be. I want to
Sure.
be like the DJ guy.
The DJ always introduces the stripper to the stage. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Do that. right, everyone. Now we've got our 1:30 performer. Give it up for Tatiana.
2 for 1 lap dances right now. 2 for 1.
She might confuse you, but don't let her. Don't let her fuck with your head, guys. She does her own music.
Yeah, I just come out with a mic, kind of like taking off my clothes with the mic in my hand. I have to work around it. I was once at Jumbo's Clown Room.
Yes, I haven't been there in years. Can you describe what that place is? I know Anna's never been there, but describe what that place is.
It's a strip club. I went years ago. I was very resistant to it. I was like fighting it hard. Mm-hmm. And then I went with some friends.
Who convinced you to go?
My buddy, a couple of my buddies were like, we have to go. It's the most fun.
I really want to go too.
It's not really a strip club.
No, and that's why I was like, I ended up being like front row center, throwing thousands. I have thousands of dollars to spare on strippers, and I was using it all.
The strippers come out, but they're not nude. They're just
they're just cool.
They're just cool and they're having fun.
Yeah, and they're very athletic.
It's more of a bar. Like people are hanging out. They're not like creepy guys sitting at the stage, like throwing $1 bills, staring at their tits. It's not like that at all. It's like it's an engaging environment. Yeah, it's a fun place to go. We should make a field trip.
I would love that. Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Should we record from there?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Jumbo's Clown Room.
Are you in? Do you want to come with us?
I'm so up for that. Okay. Let's go right now.
Yes,
tonight.
It would be
I'm down. If you were serious, you do realize that we'd go with you in a second.
That would be super fun. But I feel like we should go in the late morning. I'd love to see that place when it's not sexy time. It's like
during
just
their lunch buffet.
Yeah, exactly.
During their lunch buffet.
Do they have one? I'm sure they do.
A lot of strip clubs do. I don't know if they, that'd be amazing if they did.
Why do you think there's a lunch buffet at strip clubs?
It's a really good question. I never understood that, but there's always a lunch.
What? What do you mean you never understood that? You brunch all the time at strip clubs.
Do I really?
No, I'm just imagining. You do.
Strip clubs for some reason have a lunch buffet. I never understood that. I mean, how it just doesn't seem like hygienic. I don't know.
Also,
it just seems like
think about smelling food while watching someone take their clothes off. Like I feel like the collision of sensory is a little bit confusing unless it doesn't. It's two separate instincts in my book.
But you're like, there's like a line forming for the buffet, and there's strippers performing on stage, and then there's strippers giving lap dances to dudes, and they're bringing their plates, and there's busboys taking their plates, and it's like a sizzler / strip club. It's weird. It's really strange.
But wait, Sim, will you be? There's always apparently there's a dude that like falls in love with one of the strippers.
That was me in my 20s.
Okay, but you weren't totally delusional in the sense that you thought that one of the strippers was actually your girlfriend.
I was.
Who was it? Who was your stripper girlfriend?
Oh my God, I can't believe. My mom listens to this show. But I remember this was my my freshman year of college. This is like the first strip club I've ever been to. And I was 18, 19. I had a fake ID. We went to Vegas. We went to a place called Cheetahs. It's still around. I went with a bunch of my college buddies. And I remember, because, I wasn't really a ladies' man in college, especially not my freshman year. But I remember, I'm not saying I'm a ladies' man now either. But
really I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I know. And I'm going to cut all this stuff out because no one cares. But I remember.
What was her name?
It was a Russian name. I remember she was a Russian stripper, and I remember she was being so nice to me, and I didn't realize she just wanted my money. I was a delusional 18-year-old. I was a guy that I was giving her 20s for lap dances left and right, and then we went to the private room, just kept on getting. I mean, every song is $20, so I'm just throwing 20, not even my 20s. These are my parents' 20s. I'm just throwing 20s, and then I remember coming back to my buddies, and I'm like, oh my God, I think she really likes me.
Oh, blah.
It's that cliche thing you hear at every strip club where a guy will tell their group, I think she really likes me. I think I really made a connection.
Wouldn't it be interesting if there was like not a strip club, but like a chat club where you would go because I feel like the instinct is connection. The instinct, like you were saying, you're like, we're actually genuinely, like, she likes me,
Totally.
What if it was just a place where men went and you just chat?
But with your top off?
No top. There's no. I feel like it's not sexual. It's just connection. So it's having a great conversation with somebody who's really present. So it's a bunch of actors practicing being present, sitting across from you in total relaxation, staring at you.
Yeah.
Open mouth, breathing into their diaphragm and their Cheerio balls, and connecting with you.
I love it. No, I love it. I feel like. By the way, what she just said to me, she was looking at me in my eyes, and I'm ready to pay her right now just for this conversation because I feel like she connected with me.
Why don't you ever fucking pay me?
I think it's a winner. I
like the idea.
I'm feeling left out.
No.
I'm gonna pout.
I'm done. I'm done talking. Wait, before I'm done talking, I do have one question for both of you. What's an escort?
Poof.
What do you mean?
I mean, we all know what an escort is, but what like?
I don't know.
Are all escorts prostitutes? I feel like
I think they define
going off of what you were saying.
Yeah.
Can't you just be an escort and do exactly what you provide? Where you are going, like, let's say there's a rich man that just needs a date, a really smart, attractive, educated person to go on a date or to bring to like a function.
Right.
But I feel like there has to be a market.
I feel like they
that should be the
determine what
escort
it is.
market, right?
Yeah. I think they determine. I think there's some escorts that, or maybe they decide. I'm sure there's like a set of rules.
Sam?
Yes.
Could we do this thing? I have a spontaneous thought, and you're probably going to cut it out, but I still have a spontaneous thought. Yeah. Let's pretend you are Richard Gere. Okay? I'm Julia Roberts. Mm-hmm. You are knocking on the bathroom door.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Okay, ready?
I'll be the bathroom door.
What? You have to burst in. Sorry, you have to burst in.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you doing drugs?
No.
Are you doing drugs? Listen.
No.
I'm not about drugs at all. Listen, if you're gonna do drugs, then honestly, this is not something that we should be doing right now. Maybe you should go home.
I'm flossing my teeth.
You're what?
I'm flossing my teeth. I always, as a prostitute, bring my dental floss with me wherever I go. Okay.
My apologies. Continue. I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Will you like snap? Let's do like this little snap grab of the thing.
Of the laugh.
Wait, do that with Tatiana. Do that. I know this is an audio podcast. Nobody can see. Cassie's taking some video right now.
I feel like you can do the laugh. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
So I'm handing you the ring, right?
Okay. What is this?
Open it.
I don't.
Just open it.
Okay.
Now, do you think that was a spontaneous thing on Julia Roberts' part? Was that something that was scripted?
I don't think it was scripted.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure one of our listeners is going to look it up right now and tell us on Twitter. But I don't think it was scripted.
I thought we did a really good job. I wanted to make love to you.
Well, we practically did.
You know that I have good dental hygiene.
I know this. I know this to be true.
Well,
what?
Cheerio,
Let's go.
Cheerio balls. Oh, God.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Okay, so wait. So here I have a couple more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a hard time cutting off like the hometown folks? I was just talking to Sim about how I do. I mean, I like I don't know. People show their hand, as we've been talking about. Like they show their hand a little bit. And I love a lot of people. I love everybody, but people reveal themselves in terms of like, I don't know, just as you grow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing, that shedding of people in your life. I feel like I've got like a very great core group of friends and then a nice solar system.
Are these friends that you've met recently or since you've been in LA, or are these?
No, that like I still live in Toronto and
all
my family's still in Canada. But most of my friends are also artists and also actors or writers or musicians or whatever, improvisers. But I have a friend who's, I've known her for 20 years. Like we've been like best friends for 20 years, which is weird to me to think of.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And
what a testament to you and your friendship.
Totally. Yeah. So I've got a few very long standing friends and then a bunch of friends who I kind of collected in Toronto and Yeah, no, I don't feel.
Has it been hard?
In terms of what?
Like the idea of having such a female friendship with your journey, and for as long as you've had it.
I feel like because I know that a lot of people I've talked to, especially when there's two actors who are friends, there's such a competition there. But I've never had that with my friends. There's such a, I don't know, we're really supportive. We've all worked really hard and we all do very different things. We're not kind of the same hit or whatever. So there's no kind of competition. But it is a weird thing to be thrown into a different, like to come to LA and be like, oh, I'm talking to Anna Faris now. Just like normally. Like this is this has become a thing.
And they make you put on headphones and talk into a microphone.
Exactly.
This is the only way you get access to this special.
But it's surreal, it's a weird thing to me that like I watched you in Scary Movie years ago with my buddies, and now I'm like sat with you. Like that's that kind of stuff. It's bizarre.
I think that it's so cool that we all there's so many positive and negatives about this wonderful town, and one of them is that we get to like be around the most creative, interesting, cool people. But the other one is we're also around a bunch of hustlers, including myself, and because that's kind of how you have to be. You sort of have to be like a one-man band here.
Self-generator.
Yeah, and in the weirdest of ways. And I don't know. It's enthralling to me that I get to meet people like you, and my dear friend Sim. I mean that. I actually mean that. I was going to be sarcastic, but I really mean it.
You're sweet. Thank you.
Not very sweet, but
I take it back.
but right, like that whole thing, and so balancing friendships is it's difficult in this.
I think it's more for me. It's that when I film, I'm so up my butt filming, and I like the first season of our show, I lost track of my life entirely.
How
I
could
was
you
so
not?
tired. Yeah, and I didn't know how to balance the two. I didn't know how to put my energy into other people. It was all on me. I was just putting my energy into myself. And then second season, third season, I've really made a concerted effort to be like, no, this is not the most important thing. I think that's, like, I grew up acting. I grew up, I was 9 when I first started. So I've always identified so strongly as an actor. And that's been my worth and my, who I am. So to kind of go, wait, that's not actually the full extent of who I am as a person, and so many people in my life, I kind of like, I have to like keep nourishing those friendships, and I can't.
Okay, so wait, are we supposed to call people?
Yeah,
Do we need to take a
wanna,
break?
Do you want to take a quick break and then we'll call some people?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah, sounds
what's
awesome.
your time?
No time like the present to call people.